Well, good afternoon, everyone. How are you today? It is Sunday, September 1st, 2024. And oh my goodness, I can't believe it's September. How exciting is that? If you're like my friend, Paige Schwinn, you would say White Rabbit because you're supposed to on the first day of the month. So anyway, there's that. So my name is Amy Williams. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I am so glad you are joining me today. This week is an exciting week because on the 6th, the new catalog goes live. The new mini catalog goes live, and it will run through December. Really, really cute stuff in there. A lot of it is Christmas. Now, we do have some Halloween in our online exclusives. So if you are looking for a specific Halloween set, definitely go over to the online exclusives and you will find those there. And they are available now. So today is the first day of the meteorological, I can't say that word, fall. So anyway, it's not truly fall, but it's for the meteorology, in the meteorology world. So I learned that from Ponder on Weather. If you like a great weatherman, go find Ponder on Weather. He's amazing. But I digress. We are going to use a set that will be available on the 6th. But it is such a cute set, y'all. And I love it because it's a fall set, but you can really use this set all year round. It's got Christmas stuff, but then let me show it to you and I'm going to show you how that works. But I'm really excited about the card today. And we're going to do a technique that you can use with anything. So that's that was kind of exciting. So let me flip the camera and we'll get started. Okay. So look, a blank screen. No, I'm just kidding. So the stamps that we're going to use, the bundle we're going to use is called More Than Autumn. So I want you to look at this. Okay, it's got Nothing's Better Than, Grateful It's Finally, Love You More Than, and it's got all of these, okay? Then it's got your cup. You can do marshmallows on top. You can do sprinkles on it. You can do the latte. Then you've got the cinnamon stick, a straw. You've got pie. You can make that any kind of pie you want. You've got just a heart. You can do a gingerbread man, apple, pumpkin. You've got a donut there. It's so cute. And then I want you to see the dies that go with this. They are so cute. Now they are going to cut out this. Okay, they're going to cut out this. They're going to cut this out. All of these get cut out. Let me make sure I'm going to do this right. There's the marshmallows. And it also has coffee that cuts out and latte. So if you are using this at a different time of year, you can do that. It's got Nothing's Better Than, season, spice, hot cocoa, pumpkin, apple, cocoa, pumpkin, hot, spice, season, like you could do apple season, hot cocoa, pumpkin spice, pumpkin season, and then it's got a cute little leaf. So there's lots and lots and lots of this and the donut in this set. So you can see how this can be an all year set because if you're like me, you drink coffee all year round. Now the card that we're going to do is this one right here. And I hope you can see on these, I've put embossing paste. So we're going to use some embossing paste today. This is a watercolor background technique that you can do with anything. I just did it with this. All right. So let me show you what we're going to do and let's get started. Okay. So we're going to start I'm going to start by showing you, let's watercolor. Okay. So I've got my watercolor paper and I want a strip that is not going to get colored. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a piece of the Stampin' Up! Masking paper. Now, if you don't have Stampin' Up! Masking paper, you can use washi tape. Okay. This one is it's about 3/8 of an inch, and that's what I'm going to cut my masking paper. I'm going to cut it on the long side, and the reason I'm cutting it on the long side is that I want it to be longer than the paper. So I've got it lined up at I did a second ago, 3/8 of an inch. Okay, I'm going to put this down and I'm going to cut it like this. I don't normally cut it that way. It was there, so that's what I did. So no, that's not my normal way of cutting. I would normally cut it, the other direction. So anyway, so now I've got my piece of masking tape and I'm going to put my cutter away. Okay, now I'm going to take my paper. Okay, this is watercolor paper fluid 100. This is 5 by 4. Nope, it is not. It is 5 by 3 3/4. The paper itself is 5 by 7. So I cut it to 5 by 3 3/4. Okay, now I've got the masking paper and I'm just going to take the back off. I can get it to come off. Oh, good, it's going to come off. Okay. So you can see that one side is sticky and one side is not. And I'm going to place this. Now I'm placing it a little bit higher on this one than I did with my card. Now I've got this lined up here and I want my masking tape to line up across. And now you can maybe see, okay, let's do this right, Amy. Okay. Hello. Okay. Now, if you wanted a thicker line, you'd make this thicker. Okay. And so then I've got it straight across. So I'm using my grid paper to do that. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get out my palette. Now, since I've already done this, I had already put the drops of re-inker in. I did not want to waste this re-inker by cleaning this off and re-inking it. So here's what I did. I'm going to tell you. I did a drop of Pumpkin Pie is right here. Cajun Craze is right here. Crushed Curry is right here. Old Olive is right here. And Garden Green is right here. Now you could use any color for this, any palette, any technique you wanted, but this is what we're doing today. Now I'm gonna start. Now in a second, I'm gonna use my watercolor painters and I'm using the middle one, okay? I'm using the middle one. And I've got right here, which I moved because, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna have my towel right here so that I can clean it out. Okay, so I'm going to clean it out kind of between each one. I'm not going to totally clean it out, but I'm going to clean it out a little bit. Okay, so but I'm going to start by just dipping a big brush into some water and wetting this. Okay, I'm just kind of wetting it just so that water is going to flow. Now you can use the large water painter too, but well, I'd have to get that out. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to take this, I'm going to add some ink to this. I've got some water in the shaft. Okay, I'm pushing, and I'm going to do this. Boom. There, that's it. Okay. Then I'm going to get some more water. Crushed curry. Boom. Look how that just kind of goes, and it blends, and it's so pretty. Okay, and then I'm going to do the next one, which is, oh, I'm sorry, that was Cajun Craze. Now I'm going to do crushed curry, okay? You can do them in whatever order you want. Now I'm going to clean it off now between the yellow kind of world and the green world. So now I'm going to do Old Olive. Okay, got Old Olive on there. Maybe he needs a little bit more color. Okay, a little bit more. And last but not least, I've got Garden Green, okay? And look how that is. And if I said, oh, you know what? I think I need a little bit more of this color here. I want it to go to the end. I do that. You just do what you want. But the more water you have, the more that bleeding takes place and it looks gorgeous. Okay. I'm happy with this. I love how this looks. Now I'm going to take this. I'm going to take my towel and I'm just going to kind of blot it. Okay. Just to kind of, oh, well, that lightened it up quite a bit, didn't it? That really lightened it. Maybe I don't want that light. Maybe I'm going to add a little more. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. I did it last time. It didn't happen. Let's add a little more Old Olive. I think that lightened a little more than I wanted it to. I'm going to do this. Hold on. I do want this to be wet when I do it, okay? All right. There. A little more green. We'll go whole hog and really just add a little more. Y'all know I'm afraid of color, right? If you've been around me very long, you know I'm a little afraid of color. So I get a little afraid of color. I'm like, oh, not too much. Don't get crazy. So there, okay. And I'm going to kind of blend that around. Let's see. Okay. All right. Now I'm not going to blot this time. I'm just going to take it off. I really just didn't want quite that much. I'm just going to blot a little bit. It's just so wet. Okay. Actually, I think that's going to be very nice. Okay. And you can kind of see that my paper kind of, so I'm going to take this and I'm just going to set it off to the side and it's going to dry while we work on other things. Okay. And I'm going to move this to the side because if you know me, you know I will mess that up. 100%. I will mess that up. Okay. So this is a little wet. Let's get another one because we don't want it to be all wet. Okay. I probably should have done this out. Okay. Let's see. I'm just gonna get another piece of this. And that fell on the floor, but you know what? I don't really care. So it's all good. Okay. So here we go. We've got this. Now we're going to do our lattes. Okay. And then you're just gonna take a piece of white, a basic white. Okay. And you're going to, use a scrap, guys. This is just, it's scrappy. So I'm not even going to use that one. I'm going to use the scrap because use a scrap. All right. Just use a scrap. I'm going to take my memento. I don't know why I call it momentum. And I'm just going to first stamp my cup. Okay. And then I'm going to stamp my cream, my foam, okay? And then I've got my little pumpkin because I'm going to do a pumpkin. And I'm going to do that. And I have found that with the pumpkin, you really don't want to push very hard because it can kind of get thick. So I had to be real careful not to push really, really hard because I kind of did that in my sample. Now we're going to use embossing paste on this right here, okay? And I'm going to just tell you that I already have one cut out that we're going to do embossing paste on. And honestly, I already have it done on some, and I'm going to use two because I have one. And you can kind of see, all right, so I already did two, okay? And then I had extra embossing paste on my little palette knife, so I did part of this one only because I don't want to waste it, all right? So we are using the regular embossing paste, okay? This stuff is, I think I love this. I love products like this that are fun, okay? So it's just a basic white, and we're not coloring it or anything. Now, y'all, I don't have this very open, okay? I only have this little bit of it open because I don't want it to dry out because it does dry out if you're not careful. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my palette knife and I'm just going to get a little bit. I'm going to move this off to the side and I'm going to put it on here. Okay, just like that. Can you see? I want to zoom in a bit. Okay. And then I'm just going to take my palette knife. Okay. And I'm just moving it around. I'm going to get a little bit more. Okay. I'm going to put it right here. And you want to do this you want to do it after you have cut it out, okay? Because once it's got this on here, it's going to be really hard to cut out. So, okay, I've got a little bit more that I'm going to add. I want to finish this one because he gets his full due, right? Now, if you wanted to use the shimmery white, you absolutely could, okay? But in my world and in my tiny little brain, this doesn't shimmer, okay? Okay, so then I've got that, all right? And I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna clean this off pretty quickly because I don't want it to, I don't want this to dry on my palette knife. The other thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna close this up pretty quickly. Okay, let me zoom out a little bit. Okay, whoopsie. Okay, and then I'm gonna put this back in the bag. I always, always, always store this as well as I can because I don't want anything to happen to it, okay? I don't want it to dry out. We're going to give it air, and this stuff they're not friends. Okay, so I'm going to go back to this, and you would actually stamp two of these, and, oh, look, I have two, and they're magically cut out. Ah! So there you go. So there you go. I have 2 already cut out. I'm going to move these to the side to dry. Okay. And pro tip, I already have 1 done. Okay. Or 2 done. Okay. So there's this. Now, I am going to look at something here. Oh, nuts. That didn't do. Well, you know, it is what it is. Okay. I'm going to color these, and I'm going to start with my light pumpkin pie, and I'm just going to go over my, and you can kind of see how this guy is a little thicker over here. So this side of him is a little thicker, so you have to be real careful not to push too hard. And then I'm going to take the dark, okay, and then I'm just going to kind of get in there and, you know, add our shadow and shading and all that good stuff. Okay, so I've got my pumpkins. Now I'm going to use Old Olive, and you know, you can do this any way you want. I'm coloring the cup. Again, you can do whatever you want. If you want to color that too, you can. I wanted the pumpkin to stand out a little bit, so I didn't do that, but you know, it's your card, as I tell everybody all the time. This is just kind of a little, this is a guide. This is just a suggestion. Take your card, make it your card, and it will be gorgeous. Okay, now I'm going to take the darker, and I'm going to just kind of follow these lines a little bit. Okay, and then I'm just going to kind of add a little bit more shading here. All right. Okay, same thing over here. You don't want to look them to look exactly alike because, you know, they're 2 different things, right? And if it's perfect, you know what? Then people don't know it's handmade. So, you know, make a mistake every once in a while, right? Okay, and then I did forget that I wanted to do, or I need to do the inside. I'm just going over this just to kind of blend those colors in. And if you've ever used Stampin' Blends, you know that these definitely will blend more later. Okay, they will blend more. All right, so I do want to do Nothing's Better Than, we're going to stamp that. Nothing's better than pumpkin spice, except maybe you. And I'm going to put except maybe you on the inside. I'm going to turn it over because look, I got a little thing right there. 2-sided paper. All right, so we're going to do this. We're going to do except maybe you right here in the front. Oh, I don't think I got that very good. Okay. Let's see if I can get that in the middle. Yeah, okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put another little latte here. Okay. I'm not going to put the Froofy stuff, the embossing paste on the inside. Okay. So I'm just going to do that. See, I did that real quick. Okay. So then but I don't want it to just be plain. So when I color this one, and I'm going to go ahead and color it the same way I colored the last one. Okay. A little orange. Okay. These are not normal Amy colors, but I do really like them. I have to say, I did a pretty good job getting that right on top there. I mean, I didn't even spend very much time, and I got it pretty good. So I think God said, you're going to do this in one take today, Amy, because you haven't started laundry yet. And whoa, I got to do laundry. So, anybody else do laundry on Sunday? Sunday is laundry day, no matter what for me. Like, it is laundry day. And the funny thing is that when our son, it's always been laundry day. Like, I have always done laundry on Sunday, and I iron everything. I'm a weirdo. Pretty much everything I put on, I iron. Now, I'm using ivory, and I'm going to color this with the ivory just to give it a different color than the paper, right? so I iron everything, and Sunday's laundry day. Well, after my son was out of college, he moved in with us for just a bit. Trust me, he didn't want to be here very long. And so he moved in with us, and he came on a Sunday thinking he was going to get to do his laundry. All right, so the base of my card is going to be pumpkin pie, and I'm going to do this. And so on Sunday, he came in like he was going to do laundry. And I was like, what are you doing? He goes, I'm doing laundry. And I was like, no. Sunday is my laundry day. And he goes, I know. And because of you, Sunday is my laundry day too. And I was like, well, I'm just going to let you know that's not how this little thing works. It's my day. It's my house. So I get Sunday laundry day first. So now he didn't live with us very long because he had to get away from us. We love our son, but he was like, yeah, I'm getting away from you. So now he lives in his apartment, and he'll come over, and he'll say, if he comes over for Sunday dinner or something, I gotta get home because it's laundry day. And I'm like, I know it is laundry day. I'm so glad that if nothing else, you learned that from me, son. Okay, so now we're gonna look at this. Now I'm gonna admit this bled just a little bit over here, and it makes me a little bit sad. So, but when you take this off, look what you've got. Oh, isn't that so cool? But it did bleed right there. But you know what? I'm not gonna cry. I'm gonna be okay with it. Okay. I could trim it, but I'm not gonna, because that's not what I want to do. So this is my place to do nothing's better than. And that's where I'm gonna stamp nothing's better than. And I'm gonna make sure I've got everything on there. Okay. And you really only have one shot. So if it's crooked, well, bummer. It's crooked. Oh, it's not. It's really good. I did pretty good. I'm pretty happy with myself. Okay. So nothing's better than, and I'm going to do pumpkin spice. Okay. And I already have pumpkin spice. I already have that cut out, and I did it in pumpkin paper. Now I did this very intentionally, that my pumpkin spice is where the green is, not where the orange is, because I wanted it to stand out, right? And then my cups are going to go on the orange side so they contrast. I do think sometimes, okay? Nope, not all the time. Don't get crazy. Okay, so we're going to do this. I'm going to get my glue out. Now, sometimes I'll use my little sponger and stuff, but I'm not feeling it today. I am feeling like we can do this. This is like here's the thing. This is like super juicy. And I'm not even really, I'm barely even touching it, to be perfectly honest with you. Okay, and if I was good, I would have my little thingy, but I don't. So nothing is better than, and we're going to put pumpkin right here, and then we're going to do spice. You know, the little clippy thing you get? You get it when you buy the embossing thing where you hold things so you don't burn your fingers, that I never use. But I do use it when I'm doing stuff like this, but not today. All right, so pumpkin spice. And do you see how I wanted that a little bit higher? Because I wanted pumpkin spice to have room to be on there. Okay, so now I'm going to take my little guys, okay, and I'm going to get dimensionals, okay, and I'm going to put my dimensionals on there. 1, 2, 3. I know I over-dimensional, but it's okay. They're like 450. It's okay. All right. So then, now notice I don't put this top layer down on here on this card until it's completely done, because I know me, and I will mess this up, and I don't want to do that. So, okay. All right. I love how this turned out. I love that this does like that. I just absolutely love it. Okay, so I'm going to do this here and here, because I don't want to cover those, but got that. And so here are my dried things. Aren't they cute? I mean, come on. You could make these into ice cream cones. You could do whatever you wanted, but that embossing paste, I'm sorry, is cute. And I don't think you can say it any other way. Cute. You could, but you know, I'm not gonna. Okay, I'm just gonna cut because I want these things. These skinny ones. I don't want it too high. I don't want it too low because we're gonna cover that a bit. So that's why I cut these shorter ones or longer ones like that. But I wanted a little bit more than just the one of that. See how that is? Okay, and then I'm gonna add this right here. Maybe I'll have to, let's see. Maybe I'm gonna move this a little bit. Hold on, let me do some thinking. Well, I'm gonna do some stinking thinking here. All right, so I'm gonna do that. Let's put that there. Isn't that so cute? Y'all, I just think this is adorable. Okay, now I'm going to do that. And I'm going to take these off. And I'm going to put that right there. All right. Nothing's better than pumpkin spice. I'm going to turn it over. Now, if you wanted to dimensional this up, you absolutely could. I'm not going to today. I don't know why, but I'm not gonna. All right, so then I'm gonna do nothing's better than pumpkin spice, except maybe you. And then you've got a cute little card. Okay, so this technique, as I said, this can be done with anything. Y'all, I love, love, love watercoloring. I just think it is so fun. And it's just such a neat little thing to do. So here is nothing's better than pumpkin spice. I hope that you like it. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful week. Please, please, please don't forget to like and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate that. And don't forget that the catalog goes live. Everything is online. I mean, you can get a catalog and let me know if you want one, but you can see everything online. And honestly, I like looking at it better than that because I think the catalog's a little confusing sometimes. And I think you see things better if you go to What's New and see all of the online stuff. But that won't be up until September 6th. So there we go. There's our card. I hope that you have an absolutely fantastic week. I probably will not be here next week. I'm just going to be honest with you. I'm not going to lie to you. The reason is because I have a, in my church, we have a great big church carnival, and we are helping with it. So we are going to be there Thursday night, Friday night, all day Saturday, and then Sunday too. So I'm not sure that, one, I'm going to have the mental capacity to do something, and two, I just don't think I'm going to have the physical time. We'll see. What we will see. I'm not 100% ruling it out, but I do want to give you that heads up that I might not be here next week. But if you live in the Allen, McKinney, Plano area of the whole Dallas Metroplex, if you can get to Allen, Texas next weekend to St. Jude Catholic Church, we have a wonderful carnival going on. We'll have midway there. We'll have the Tally Rides. There's going to be there Thursday through Sunday. And then Saturday from 2 to 7 is our Courtyard Carnival. And we've got some fantastic courtyard games, like, for your littles, like Plinka and stuff like that, I think. And, just like courtyard games. We've got a silent auction and a raffle, which has some amazing things. So, hey, stop by if you can. I will be there all day. So stop by and see me. I hope you have a beautiful week and we will see you soon. Bye.